Hey, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect, the house of David. Let's get into this. I am your brother Halak, and I'm coming to you with another lesson where I want to create a series, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. Maybe eating with Halak or reading with Halak. you know, something like almost a daily video where I touch upon open these books, and we continue to be in the presence of the Lord together. You know, and I want to start with Ecclesiastes. Because we can gain wisdom together. This is because this is what this is all about: gaining wisdom, learning of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and how to please Him in our walk, in our conduct. When it goes into walk, our manner of life, halak. Not that I'm trying to make this lesson about me. I just going to the Hebrew words, because you'll come across sayings like that. Walk with the Lord. What does walk with the Lord mean? Your manner of life, your code of conduct. But whatever the series will be named, it will be named. We will get into this lesson. And we're going to start with Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 1. The word of the preacher, the son of David, king of Jerusalem. Now, that's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. That's how you know Yahweh Shai and Solomon are one and the same. King Solomon, Yahweh Shai is King Solomon in the reincarnation. Good, did you hear that? The words of the preacher. Who is the preacher? The preacher we know. The last prophet, the ultimate prophet, Yahweh Shai. It's a lot, I say last prophet, but that's not correct, because those who read these scriptures, you prophesy. You're prophesying. You have right prophets and false prophets. But Yahweh Shai was that ultimate prophet. That ultimate preacher. Because when he came, preached the word, and did a work no other man could do. But this is the title of Solomon. It says the word of the preacher, the son of David. And when I think when you open up with, to Matthew, it travels down the generation. No, it travels up the generation to track Yahweh Shai's lineage, and what it calls him, the son of David. I might as well get that. This is not what I was trying to get into with Ecclesiastes, but hell, the Spirit will do what the Spirit do. Listen, the book of generations of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham. You hear that? The son of David. So who is Yahweh Shai? Yahweh Shai is King Solomon coming back in the reincarnation. And shout out to Priest Abaya. he let me know about that in Matthew. And don't mind the background noise. That's my little nephew in the background. He having time in his life. A young prince. But let's continue. This is what I really want to get into. Verse 2. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit What profit have a man of all his labor which he have taken under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. You know? Now why is he saying all this is vanity? You know? Why is he saying all this is vanity? Because you have a time limit. In this mortal flesh, you have a time limit. You know? All your labors, all those things you collected is in vain, because what? You're going to die. You're going to die. And it will fall into the hands of another. You know? Mortality is vanity. That's why immortality is gonna be something different, you know, something incredible, and that is the true prize. Because once you become immortal, and none of this stuff is vanity anymore. Because what? You can inherit it forever, even though you know you're gonna have descendants, but all that stuff, all your things won't leave your hand unless you deviate it out, you know? Because what? You probably say you probably say, nah, my people gonna take it. My people gonna take care of it. That's not something to put your whole hope in, because that can mess up, which I'm gonna get in chapter 2. But I want to read verse 3 again. What profit have a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? You know? Let's read verse 2 to get what I'm talking about. I mean chapter 2 to get what I'm talking about. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, starting at verse 18. Yea, I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. Who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? Yet shall he have rule over all my labor wherein I have labored, and wherein I have showed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. You see, your son, your niece or nephew, whoever you're gonna have inherit all the things, all your money, all the things you labor for, can come through and mess it up. They can what? They can burn up their bank account, sell all those things you collected, because it's jumped to him. He got it on eBay or Temu, whatever. He just selling all that stuff, and he or she probably has some bad addictions. Now what? He strung out. Everything you work for is gone. You know, if he's a fool, you know. If he's wise, hell, you still might be in trouble, because what? He might be wise, but he might not be righteous. She might be wise, but she might not be righteous. You see? That's why it's vanity. Because of mortality. Immortality is going to cancel out this lamenting that Solomon was going through. You know? Immortality will cancel out this lamenting Solomon was going through, because what? If he was immortal, it's not passing down to anybody. He doesn't see fit. Who he haven't tested. You know? So yeah. Mortality is vain. You know, I think that's what I'm gonna name this lesson. Mortality is vain. You know? So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I don't like making my videos too long, because the people attention span has gotten shorter, but also I like to make them into digestible bites So I do like hitting the 10-15 minute mark. Sometimes I might yap a little longer, and it ends up being 20 minutes or so. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all was edified. Again, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.